He's been cleaning up. He's been cleaning up PR left
battle.
and right, man. Let me see the names he's taken out today. He took out Big Mac in winner's side right before we hopped onto our blog.
Yeah.
And took out Earl of M.
Well, speaking of PR, this is going to be 2 PR players playing in winners finals, and it is we're finally going to see.
We're gonna see the Isabelle. I'm so happy.
I love this character so much.
She's so cute. Look how dang cute she is. She's so happy slingshotting you all over the place. And he's playing like, you see, it's really a similar style to the Villager. And that allows it to be a co-main very effortlessly.
It is a similar game plan, but with little nuanced differences. Whereas Villager has a very quick slingshot and a very kind of oppressive projectile game. Isabelle's kind of got the same thing going on, but it's just a little bit slower and a little bit more deliberate.
Yeah, you don't get this horizontal control that Lloyd Rocket provides, but you do get a different kind of horizontal control in that fishing rod, and it can be just as violent in certain situations, sometimes even more. All right. I think predicting the pocket, though, was Ned going for that high jump.
Trade on that. Tried to plant the Lloyd Rocket, but could not get it off before it goes up.
Squirtle has maybe the poorest recovery of the bunch, so an edge guard situation is possible here, although Ivysaur does have the tether, but also access to Charizard immediately, so that does make up for that weakness a little bit. Oh, good trade for Ned.
Good trade for, yeah, that was a really good trade for Ned. I thought that was going to send him straight up, but instead it sent Panda Bair off to the side. The Lloyd Rocket blowing up, so he's probably going to have to put another one. Looking for the fishing rod. Nope.
Down tilt going to get it done. Squirtle, easily the lightest Pokemon. Also, I believe a top 5 lightest character in the game entirely.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Practicing these parries.
Yes.
I love the timing that Ned has on lock for those.
It's such a great thing to see. Isabelle coming back on the swing.
Woo.
That's going to be a big punish. Down tilt into up air. Not going to connect on the up air, though. Yeah, I do love how Ned's already on point with that.
Charizard doing that is so spooky. And walking slowly towards
That's
you.
like the equivalent, that's like in Third Strike when Hugo's just walk up parrying everything. He's just getting close. It's like, okay, he's going to grab me. Oh, no, I don't want that. It's just this big dinosaur parrying everything.
Does this mean you're just going to continue to mention Third Strike?
Look, man.
Every single time?
Look at what Ned's doing. Are you going to blame me? I can't not mention, like Ned's parrying is like, he's showing how good this mechanic can be in this game.
It just means I'm going to drink a lot, but that's fine. Ned trying to now trap Isabelle at the ledge with this Charizard. Suddenly the stage control comes back, and trying to use that quicker jump from Isabelle to poke up. And then Lloyd also gives like really easy safety to the fishing pole, right?
That's true, yeah. Yeah, like as soon as that Lloyd is planted, all Panda Bair really needs to do is just kind of sit behind it, cast out the fishing rod, and that's just, you know, chilling behind the Lloyd Rocket. So if you approach, he can just activate it at any time. And if it lands on the fishing pole, then he gets grabbed.
Oh, but the pressure on the shield, he couldn't. That might have poked.
I think that might have poked. It looked like, because it looked like the down air was sort of safe on his shield, but it looked like it was just small enough to where something like that would have poked.
Ned's really trying to make something happen with these parries in the projectile situation, but you really see the projectile gameplay isn't really stymied by that as much as it was power shielding in Smash 4.
He is getting some advantage out of that situation, but it's not enough to kind of get a punish. Because he's parrying it, but it's not at the distance where he can do stuff.
Yeah, and even something like Flare Blitz, which would be your most horizontal burst option, isn't fast enough.
Yeah, if he's going to capitalize on these parries, he's going to have to be one of the faster characters. So, like, he's going to have to be on Squirtle or Ivysaur, but at the same time, he's really at the percent. And, and Panda Bair made it back from that. I thought, okay, both balloons popped. Is it the same thing as Villager? And it is the exact same
I thought that
story.
got nerfed a little bit, the big pop-up from the balloon. I thought it would be more possible, but I apparently was mistaken. All right. I think he low-profiled under that one more time. Squirtle, very good in those situations, but now, don't forget, he can just die to an up air. Fishing pole could kill, too.
That is true. And Panda's definitely looking for those kinds of setups. Nice use of the pocket to kind of neutralize that projectile that Ivysaur has. That's one thing that in Ivysaur's toolkit that can be really oppressive in neutral. That projectile that he has is so good.
Oh, and this could be a big combo for Ivysaur. Ivysaur has scary damage potential here. And the corner situation for Isabelle is not friendly.
Yeah, it's not like Villager where Panda can kind of hang around and
look at the dare! Oof.
And this is very, very scary for Panda.
There's only a minute and a half on the clock.
Just gotta stay at range. Forward tilt, getting punished with the jab.
Oh, and okay, not quite in the percent range for that yet. Fishing pole not enough to KO yet. Okay, using Charizard to be a little safer on the retreat.
We got the fishing pole on the second hit, and that's going to be game 1 to Panda.
Yeah, use the wiggle, right?
Yeah.
Had to use the wiggle. Nice job there from Panda Bair. He's gonna clutch that out, and you see how comfortable Panda is in those long games too.
I mean, that's one thing that he's always had really good ability with when it came to playing the long game. Because like in Smash 4 as Villager, that was all that you had. All that you had was the long game.
Right.
And now it's the same thing except just modified to be a little bit different. But now we're actually not seeing the Isabelle come out. We're seeing the switch over to Villager.
All right, I buy it. I think it's comfort for the most part.
Mostly comfort, but I also feel like in terms of against Pokemon Trainer, I feel like ledge trapping with Villager will be overall better. Because the thing is that he really does like the Lloyd Rocket, and I feel like the Lloyd Rocket can do a lot of work in this matchup in particular because it provides, the horizontal space control that you really need against characters like Ivysaur and Charizard, where they are big but not really that fast moving.
Can we talk about how good this jam is?
Yeah, I'm glad that they upped it.
Can we talk about how necessary new
Yes.
Smashville music was? Oh my goodness.
I was getting so sick of hearing just the same Smashville tunes over and over again at tournaments. Like all these remixes, it's a breath of fresh air.
Like 800 plus remixes in this game. So many. Now Ivysaur are going to try to work at this middle range, using that throw and vulnerability a little bit there. Help out versus the Lloyd Rocket. And this ledge trap continues, and you can see, look how far away Ned can ledge trap with Ivysaur.
It's so ridiculous. Oh, he didn't have enough time off of the footstool to change characters to get back.
Suddenly, what was a fantastic situation for Ned has turned right around.
That was tricky. I like it.
Bowling ball, again, a burst option that you didn't have access to as Isabelle.
And I think that's going to be the one thing that makes the difference in this matchup.
You do
it. Jumps right over the Flare Blitz.
And he didn't move at all from that jab. He was just able to freely shield poke with it. Kind of crazy how much mileage he gets out of that move.
Trying to zone him out again. Approaching though, up throw, might kill. Yep, that's gonna do it.
Can you really pummel 5 times?
That's ridiculous.
I heard it's harder to mash, but
like,
that hard?
I was about to say, like, it's either like Panda didn't really do a whole lot, or it's just like the mashing ability is just so hard that if you get stuck at a grab, then you might be there for a while in terms of pummels.
That's insane.
That is
5
so
mashes. That's like 130. You would have been lucky to get 3 in Smash 4. Squirtle's so cute as he dies. Over to the right. And Ivysaur gets eaten up by the bowling ball too. Panda is here to win tonight.
Yeah, honestly, I'm so glad to see this because Panda has come out to play. He's showing everybody at this tournament that, you know what, it's his time is now.
He's playing great.
And he's playing like his time is now.
I believe he also lost kind of early at New Game Plus, which, granted, that was a tournament that started at midnight and had 200 people, so, like, you're allowed, Johns. if there's any ever a tournament that you're allowed, Johns, it's the day one midnight tournament where your top 32 match is at 2 a.m.
I mean, I have respect to like everybody who tried to make it happen because I couldn't even imagine playing well in that kind of circumstances.
I didn't enter the bracket. I just did I did some of the side brackets that were pretty fun. Okay, Charizard did not give up yet, making it all the way back to the stage, even with that extra jump in the back pocket.
He's got the tree set up, trying to trap him on the ledge. He's going to get past it. Now Ned on the other side of the stage. Nice use of the Void Rocket, but makes it out and gets the back air. Now he is one stock away. We're one stock apiece on both characters.
I'm totally cool with the universal frame 3 jump squat. Except for that. That's so dumb.
That is...
How did Charizard get there so fast?
That is so ridiculous. Oh, I think that's dead.
He just...
Oh, just barely.
Good DI and switching to the Charizard, but you tried to air dodge the ledge. That is not safe, my guy. And you get a bowling ball to the face. 2-0 lead for Panda at the first ultimate ignition.
Playing super well against Ned. And honestly, the way that Panda's been playing, he's been looking pretty unstoppable, I'm not going to lie. He's looking like he has found his groove. And he's found it very, very early in this game.
And then swapping to Lucina. This is not the Roy we saw in the winner's semifinal set. Hi, guys. Hello. This is Lucy, a character that many people regard to be as fantastic in this game, maybe like top 5 material. Like, it's pretty evident that these systemic changes throughout the game and the changes to Lucina in general is very benefiting to her kit. But I also don't see too many people like going out there on the solo main Lucina train. More people right now are... What? How did...
He got footstooled.
He got footstooled again?
He got footstooled right by the ledge, and that just ate all of his jumps. Like that exchange.
Wait, did he like trump him in footstool or something?
I think that might have. I don't know. Like it just happened so fast that I really didn't have.
I was in the middle of a train of thought, and I like looked away for a blink of an eye.
Panda like breathed on it, and he's just dead.
But like I was saying, not many more people are interested in trying out the newer characters rather than just picking up with Lucina right now, because that's why we see a lot of people playing like the Inklings, a lot of people playing the K rules, that kind of stuff, instead of this Lucina, who many people regard as good, but just a little bit underplayed, I think, at the current moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now it is a lot of what you said. It's like people want to figure out the new characters, and they want to play all the new stuff. And then once they got that figured out, then maybe they might go back to just solo maining what they know. But for the time being, you know, it's nice to play around. It's a new game, and you're allowed to experiment.
Ned is on the comeback train from that SD, kind of maybe intentional footstool situation we missed. Not looking too bad at all on that stock. He really just kind of ran Villager over the side. Only took some like ancillary hits that have added up to this 82%. Kind of in the blink of an eye. Now Panda has his stage back, and he's under this platform, which is a very powerful place for Villager to be, particularly because of how he controls that horizontal space.
Yeah, with that platform being static, that opens up a lot of options for a lot of characters on this stage.
Look how far this Lucina can reach, looking to edgeguard this Villager.
I was about to say, the one thing that I'm so surprised with as Panda gets that next stock is just the amount of reach that Lucina has, even now. Like, off stage, she was a big presence in Smash 4, but now it seems like a lot of that ability has been improved.
And with the air dodge, you have an extra like resource to help you get back to the stage too. It just adds up. It really adds up well, I think, for this character in the meta. But you got to get the job done here. This is your last stand in winner's bracket.
Nice use of up tilt there to kind of cover multiple options off of the ledge, and air dodging away. That's going to be Panda's undoing, and now we're back to an even game.
There's approximately infinity frames of vulnerability on an air dodge in this game, so especially a directional one. You have to be incredibly careful about when you are using that resource. It's something that Smash 4 players might take for granted. Don't forget, we had air dodge spam for years.
Yep.
That was our disadvantage state. But one more stray hit of that sword, and Ned has made this comeback happen. It is up to Panda to slow it down. Now 1% separates these two.
He's trying to do it. He's back on ledge, trying to get things slowed down, but a nice use of the grab and vulnerability to to get right through the Lloyd Rocket. He's been doing that very consistently anytime the Panda has been close up and getting a Lloyd Rocket out.
Oh, but he caught him!
It caught him on the foot! Right at ledge, right as that invulnerability ran out, and Panda
With the pop
wins it 3-0.
off.
A pop-off big enough to shake the entire building.
He's going to go run. Do the Panda run.
No, I'm pretty sure the Panda run is going to be saved for if he gets...
If he wins? Yeah.
If he wins.
All right. I love the Panda run.
Ooh, I don't know.